great.
You mean President Kim Jong and Vice President Vladimir Putin?
Seriously.
Oh, sweet Jesus, we're all going down. Okay, so now let's start off with Stabbity Bunny because this is a really cool story from what I've seen. And it started off as a Kickstarter back in 2016 and took a really awesome take where it started off with a Kickstarter and it was really popular. Like,
How can Stabbity Bunny not be a popular song?
Stabbity Bunny was a very popular Kickstarter back in 2016, and it was popular enough where people kept kickstarting more issues. It went 5 issues as an independent, and then
how much were they asking for? Do you remember?
It was $2,000 for the overall Kickstarter. If you check it out now, I mean, they reached their goal, and I think it was like per issue. Ended up getting like 3,000 something.
Right.
So like just making it, but then it was just popular enough where they kept going, and then they ended up in Previews Magazine recently, dude.
Nice.
Previews Magazine, where it's
serious publicity right there.
No, it's not. People, well, no, I'm not hating on Previews at all, but folks aren't really checking for like the comic book based media anymore. Like, when's the last time you went to a comic shop and you got a CSN magazine, a CSN publication? That was that newspaper that used to come with your regular books.
Yeah.
Because they don't have these things anymore, and it's like ever since Wizard magazine was revealed to be kind of lame, I think they just don't get that kind of press anymore. So big ups to them. They appeared in Previews, but I'm like, the book itself is the thing that's made it, that's gotten it to where it is.
So how do books get popular? Like, is it strictly word of mouth now, pretty much?
Social media mostly.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, it's primarily word of mouth is big, but social media is like the way books get primary promotion now. And the thing is, I'd like to say there's still like major publications that'll give like stories and interviews about stuff, but honestly, it's like that's us. We are the ones that still give these cats, that still bring them on the show and have interviews and still present their stuff on websites. But primarily it's going to be shares through social media where things really get that boost, which it worked for Stabbity Bunny. So I'm like, yo, major big ups to them because this was a creepy as hell book and I dug the hell out of it. It's called Stabbity Bunny. It's essentially
it better
the
be
story
creepy.
It's the story of
it's a happy tale. It's a family story.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like such a family-oriented book, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, coming out on the next Reading Rainbow, Stabbity Bunny.
LeVar Burton just like, what? The Netflix ain't just killing us now.
But don't take my word for it. See a psychiatrist. The book is called Stabbity Bunny. It's about this little girl stuffed animal who is more than it seems. And I don't want to give away too many spoilers because it's kind of freaky when you find out what is actually behind all this. But it throws a lot of curves at you too because there's a psychic relationship between the girl and the mother. And the mother's no slouch herself. And it starts off with a kidnapping. And then you think, okay, well, I see how it's going to be. It's either going to be a sad story about, horrible things happen in the world. Or it's going to be, this kidnapped the wrong girl, son. And then you got... and it takes...
Liam Neeson comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, you know? And you think that's where it's going to go. And the thing is, it takes one of those turns, but I won't tell you which one because that would be the spoiler, but it's not the one that you might think, which is kind of cool because that seemed that made me think that, okay, they're taking an established trope, if you will, and I hate calling it a trope now because it started off as something cool that was against the norm, and now it's become a trope.
Well, anything that becomes popular is bound to be beaten to death afterwards, you know what I mean?
That's true, but I mean, damn, that means everything's just like doomed to...
Everything, yes.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, that mediocre story, Avengers, I mean, shoot, we saw how that went.
Yeah.
Black Panther, that story's old hat now. Come on.
It will be. You watch.
No, but, okay, well, hopefully not, because Stabbity Bunny was good, man. I'm giving this a thumbs up. I got to keep the review kind of brief because we only checked out a couple of issues. I can't really review this on the merits of reading the old books, even though it's the same story, because if someone checks out the review for this one and they feel their opinion changes down the line, then it kind of makes us look like a-holes, doesn't it? I refuse to be looked at as an a-hole.
Yeah, but if you're reviewing it honestly from the earlier book's perspective, doesn't mean you're an a-hole because you don't have...
Well, no, I'm an a-hole for so many other reasons.
So many other reasons.
Yeah, keep things in perspective.
Right.
No. This actually has a lot of merit, dude. It's creepy as hell, and it's not a directly horror book. It's more of like a creepy thriller type story.
Well, it's good to see a book like this kind of, start really slowly, like, you know what I mean, kind of unknown and like build its way up, and then get widely popular like that.
Oh,
absolutely. We're talking about on the show.
Also, one thing I like premise though. If you read the background on what the story's about, it's a great idea actually.
Oh, definitely. It's
it's really something that I would want to read just by reading the synopsis on the back. Like, oh,
wait, I didn't know you were an indie comic reader, brother.
I read a bunch of different comics, man. I get comics delivered to my house, and I got comics all the time.
Is it Enigma wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in that hat?
I'm a jack of all trades when it comes to geekdom, I guess.
Okay, hey, no hatred, brother. Look where you are.
I know, right?
All right, no,
wrestling action figures from like the 80s.
Y'all can't see
We have
it.
quite the selection actually up here.
As we point the things off screen. If you watch the old show, we actually used to have them displayed behind us. While we did the broadcast, and then we'd have a few like lined up on the table. I don't know why they changed the layout.
Well, they got too distracting because I would use them to fling across the boards, which is probably not the best thing.
No, you're right. Those
that and the gum. What happened to the gum?
The supple form of Hacksaw Jim Duggan was too much.
The 100-year-old gum that was.
You're the only one that ate the gum. Okay, well,
didn't eat the gum. I bit into the gum.
Yeah, we're veering off the topic a little bit, but if anyone's familiar with the Geek Down, this show in itself, we used to have all this like weird old paraphernalia just around the studio just cuz. And one time we had like a new thing we had with these packs of like 1960s baseball cards with the original chewing gum from the 60s. And this man, of all people, Black Adam Willis, Mensa candidate Black Adam Willis, is the only one that figured, we got some gum here, let me chew some.
Surprised I have teeth, yeah.
Yeah, you bit into this like 40-year-old shard.
It's like the clip from Ren and Stimpy when he bites into like the nails, like teeth just crack out of it's just like that. Turns to dust right away.
I'm sorry, man. We don't mean to laugh at your pain.
That was a thing. You open one every week and see, you gotta test the gum once.
I will Adam damage himself this show. All right, but no more of those. We play safe now.
Sure.
The book is called Stabbity Bunny. It's available right now. Well, it's available digitally. I'm not sure what the actual complement in your local comic book shops will be, but they will continue the series. So we'll go beyond the original 5 issues and be an ongoing series, which I'm jazzed because, dude, the artwork was amazing in this. It was beautiful. I'll put up some pictures on the post show, but it fit the theme and it was just like vivid colors and all this. They didn't half-ass it, and also I like where the story's going. It has like a really dark tone. And I think Stabbity Bunny, it's going to be like a comedy book, right? And this thing was murderous. And I really want to see. Also, I want to see more just gore. I'm sorry. This really like seems like a book that would cry for it. And I'm hoping that they take it to that level. And like when they reach like issue 15, I want to see just like severed heads on every page. Just go for it.
I can just see that splash page where it's like a bunch of severed body parts and then just this cute little bunny just standing there.
Yeah, little girl with her stuffed animal just playing in the middle of the
Conker's bad for a day.
It's like, hey, come get an egg.
All right, so Stabbity Bunny right now. If you want to give to the Kickstarter, I think they still have. They're still just accepting donations for. Hey, you want some extras? You can check it out. But Stabbity Bunny. Available now. I think it was $3.99. But dude, check it out. Comixology is your primary place to go for online comics.
Word.
Or what?
It's a word.
Oh, okay. No, I'm digging it right there. All right. Well, I'm gonna. We'll consider that the tag team pass. I'm gonna hand over to Black Adam Willis, dude.